Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
The cognitive process of thinking about what you will do in the event of something happening. His planning for retirement was hindered by several uncertainties. An act of formulating a program for a definite course of action. The planning was more fun than the trip itself. The act or process of drawing up plans or layouts for some project or enterprise. The cognitive process of thinking about what you will do in the event of something happening. The act of preparing something, as food, by the application of heat. He left the preparation of meals to his wife. A substance prepared according to a formula. The physician prescribed a commercial preparation of the medicine. Activity leading to skilled behavior. The activity of putting or setting in order in advance of some act or purpose. Preparations for the ceremony had begun. The state of having been made ready or prepared for use or action, especially military action. Their preparation was more than adequate. Preparatory school work done outside school, especially at home. Music. A note that produces a dissonant chord is first heard in a consonant chord. The resolution of one dissonance is often the preparation for another dissonance. Supply with provisions. A stipulated condition. He accepted subject to one provision. The cognitive process of thinking about what you will do in the event of something happening. The activity of supplying or providing something. A store or supply of something, especially of food or clothing or arms. The process of using your mind to consider something carefully. The process of using your mind to consider something carefully. The process of using your mind to consider something carefully. A personal belief or judgment that is not founded on proof or certainty. What are your thoughts on Haiti? The content of cognition, the main thing you are thinking about. The thought never entered my mind. The process of using your mind to consider something carefully. She paused for thought. The organized beliefs of a period or group or individual. 19th century thought. The process of using your mind to consider something carefully. Endowed with the capacity to reason. The process of using your mind to consider something carefully. Thinking always made him frown. The activity of putting or setting in order in advance of some act or purpose. Concealing crafty designs for advancing your own interest. A selfish and designing nation obsessed with the dark schemes of European intrigue. The act of working out the form of something, as by making a sketch or outline or plan. Something intended as a guide for making something else. A decorative or artistic work. The coach had a design on the doors. An arrangement scheme. The awkward design of the keyboard made operation difficult. An anticipated outcome that is intended or that guides your planned actions. He made no secret of his designs. The creation of something in the mind. Make or work out a plan for, devise. Design a new sales strategy. The act of working out the form of something, as by making a sketch or outline or plan. He contributed to the design of a new instrument. Make a design of. Plan out in systematic, often graphic form. Design a better mousetrap. A preliminary sketch indicating the plan for something. The design of a building. Conceive or fashion in the mind. Invent. She designed a good excuse for not attending classes that day. Create designs. DuPont designs for the House of Chanel. Create the design for. Create or execute in an artistic or highly skilled manner. Chanel designed the famous suit. Intend or have as a purpose. She designed to go far in the world of business. Plan something for a specific role or purpose or effect. This room is not designed for work. Law, criminal intent. The thoughts and intentions behind a wrongful act, including knowledge that the act is illegal, often at issue in murder trials. A handcart from which apples and other fruit are sold in the street. The planning that is disrupted when someone upsets the apple cart. The act of arranging and adapting a piece of music. The spatial property of the way in which something is placed. The arrangement of the furniture. The thing arranged or agreed to. They made arrangements to meet in Chicago. A piece of music that has been adapted for performance by a particular set of voices or instruments. An organized structure for arranging or classifying. He changed the arrangement of the topics. An orderly grouping, of things or persons, considered as a unit, the result of arranging. A flower arrangement. The procedure of calculating, determining something by mathematical or logical methods. Planning something carefully and intentionally. Problem solving that involves numbers or quantities. Planning something carefully and intentionally. It was the deliberation of his act that was insulting. Careful consideration. A little deliberation would have deterred them. A rate demonstrating an absence of haste or hurry. The trait of thoughtfulness in action or decision. He was a man of judicial deliberation. Usually plural, discussion of all sides of a question. The deliberations of the jury. Judiciousness in avoiding harm or danger. Planning or plotting in advance of acting. The statement, oral or written, of an exchange of promises. They had an agreement that they would not interfere in each other's business. Compatibility of observations. There was no agreement between theory and measurement. The thing arranged or agreed to. Harmony of people's opinions or actions or characters. The two parties were in agreement. The determination of grammatical inflection on the basis of word relations. The verbal act of agreeing. Law, criminal intent. The thoughts and intentions behind a wrongful act, including knowledge that the act is illegal, often at issue in murder trials. Planning or plotting in advance of acting. Law, thought and intention to commit a crime well in advance of the crime, goes to show criminal intent. Setting an order and time for planned events. Creating a sequence of instructions to enable the computer to do something. Setting an order and time for planned events. Creating a sequence of instructions to enable the computer to do something. Setting an order and time for planned events. Limiting the number of children born. Limiting the number of children born. Limiting the number of children born. Determining and drawing up plans for the future physical arrangement and condition of a community. The branch of architecture dealing with the design and organization of urban space and activities. Determining and drawing up plans for the future physical arrangement and condition of a community. Determining and drawing up plans for the future physical arrangement and condition of a community.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.